the great success.
Yeah, because that was just like a beta kind of thing, right? Or was it?
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, that was a teaser. Oh, I mean like the Cuphead or the mouse thing?
Shinny says, talking right now,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can
I got
only
it.
hear
Got
Ozzy
you.
speaking.
I noticed it. All right. We're gonna fill that all in the post cut. We're gonna just put some random chatter there, and then,
Wow.
You know what? I actually had an idea. Do you guys want to record something? Does it record what I'm putting up?
Yeah, sure.
Or like a backup thing, like record like audio or something.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Well, I mean, if this happens a lot, then we're gonna have to, sincerely. If not, it's just gonna be Ozzy talking to himself.
It's just nice to have like an audio file or something. Just shut up, right? On top of everything else.
Just imagine like, hello, this is the Me with My Thoughts podcast.
Yeah, it's just long pauses in between.
Okay.
Just getting
I have mental issues, okay? Don't you fucking Anyway, fucking back to the news. Alright. Fucking what I got here. Xbox Activision, the Blizzard deal is approved in Europe finally because it got shut down by Europe for a little bit. That shit's been going on for over a year. Good on Xbox, even though they're making shit games, EG, Redfall, you bet a whole fucking Starfield pops the fuck up, or Xbox dog water. Next.
Jesus, what the hell?
Was that even English?
I don't even know that.
I heard Echo halfway through. I'm freaking out. No, so like the whole Xbox acquired Activision was put on hold because
I do feel like that was like out of nowhere.
Europe was
I do feel like I was out of nowhere.
Well, it's like Xbox is buying up everything, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but still, I mean, well, I do know Blizzard has been having trouble, and Activision has been having trouble recently. So, I mean, someone was bound to.
Well, I think it's more like Blizzard's having trouble than Activision. Activision has fucking Call of Duty. They've been sitting sky high. Activision surprisingly has a shit ton of games. Like, I mean, like their biggest console one is Call of Duty. Then everything, like all their big money stuff, they got Candy Crush. I didn't even know Activision had Candy Crush, but clearly
that was theirs.
They have Candy Crush. They have the studio that owns Candy Crush. You know how big this deal actually is actually kind of insane. That's why it's like whatever billion it was. They got a lot. They got a lot of things out of this deal.
Oh shit!
Along with WoW
gonna do with
and
all of this,
Call of Duty.
Their doors is opening up. That's what's happening. They're opening doors.
You're seeing Call of Duty Candy Crush collabs.
Bro, you joke, but that might actually happen. That might actually happen. That might actually happen.
Well, there be a Warzone. I'm surprised it's not a thing already.
See,
the whole Warzone thing. But I think they try to keep that somewhat realistic skins going on in there. But who knows? All right.
Instead of shooting bullets, you'll be throwing little like fruits at each other.
That's kind of hilarious, like a little April Fool's event or something like that.
Yeah. If you play Candy Crush, you get this on Call of Duty.
GTA 6 is reported to be costing at a budget
billion?
of $1 billion to $2 billion. That's kind of insane,
bro. That is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know if that's like throughout the whole like development cycle or is just the game title itself. Because that is ridiculous money, bro.
To be honest, dude, they got the money. They got it.
I mean,
right? You know what? If GTA 6 is going to be as big as everyone thinks it's going to be, they're going to make double that. For 20 years before they make GTA 7.
Bro.
Dude, what's the numbers on GTA 5 right now? How much money have they made?
Money they made to now?
Yeah.
What was it? It was something. It does. They do have a freaking number up there. Let me see. It was.
I'm also curious on how how much does Star Citizen have?
As of February 2023, GTA 5 has sold more than 150 million units worldwide. By the end of 2 copies. They're just talking about copies.
Oh my god! Okay, so we do the math. I don't want to do the math.
It's 7.7 billion. 7.7 billion since 2013.
Dude, so that's GTA 5.
But that is in the last 10 years. It took 10 years to get them 7 billion.
And how much did Red Dead make? I feel like GTA 6 basically gonna be like the graphics and like the world building and all like the physics engine and all that shit from Red Dead. That's pretty much what they did with GTA 5. It felt like it was just like an
725 million.
up like the physics and all that was almost like on par with Red Dead before. It was a better version of that. And Red Dead Redemption 2's fucking physics and all that shit is actually insane. It's on the modern setting and it's upgraded a little bit for whatever the genre generation of game comes out. Dude, that game's gonna be nutty. Well, and then the
When you
RP
play a
committee's
Grand
gonna
Theft-
pick that shit up and then take it off into the fucking skyrocket, fucking Elon Musk that shit into Mars. Yeah.
when you play a Grand Theft Auto game, what is like the appeal that like brings you back every time?
Dude, I'm like, to this day.
Okay. Here's the thing. Are you talking about GTA 5 or all other GTAs? Because here's the thing: GTA 5 is completely
GTA.
different because of its online comparison.
Well,
Beyond its online comparison, you can literally do whatever.
it's like everyone's appeal for GTA is by foremost like before GTA 4 was all about the story and like the sandbox.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
the freedom that you have is the one open
Mhm.
world. The story is great. You have your whole sandbox experience where you can do whatever the fuck you want, type of thing. And then GTA 4 came around and it added a component of multiplayer with like certain game modes and then like the free mode where you can just run around and fuck around with your friends or your own little custom, your first version of your customized character and clothes and shit that you got. It was like literally like I want to say bare bones. It was more like the concept art of someone writing on a napkin, right? Compared for GTA 5 Online, and then GTA 5 Online took that shit, that little napkin drawing that they doodled in that restaurant from GTA 4 on multiplayer, and he said, you know what? What happened if we put some time and effort into this shit? And little did we know they put like all their money into it to flesh this whole system out and make it to like basically another game separate from like the actual GTA story, and it is this immersed, like, I don't know. One of the things that you have to like play it to understand. Definitely now.
So it's the multiplayer.
Well, now
immersion.
it's still 50-50, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because like the
no,
story.
I
I'm
feel
talking
like
about your own
because-
personal
no.
reasons. Your personal reasons.
Oh, for me personally, dude,
Yes,
I would
for
play
you
it.
guys personally.
I feel like if GTA 6 comes out, I'd probably play it for the story first.
Yeah.
Story first.
The story's always been the greatest thing ever, and then the multiplayer is just icing on the cake. But if the multiplayer is going to go anywhere close to GTA 5, I probably won't be playing it at all.
Yeah, me too. But like when it first started, it was okay because you had your group of friends, if you had any, that played it, and you did things together, right? But nowadays, if you go in there, you just literally go in. Oh shit! You get shot by some random bastard. He steals everything you had.
No,
And
that's
gets to start from
GTA.
zero
That's
again.
just the life of GTA. Well, it's
It's like,
not.
what the
It's
hell?
not that serious. Hold up, GTA is not that hardcore yet. They will shoot you, but you don't really lose anything. You probably lose like $10 or whatever dumb thing, but it's not even from you. It's just like from like a death thing, and then or like early on is about your KD stats. So people used to commit like suicide for their character, so it didn't count towards their KD when someone else shoots them, type of thing. But those days, well, I don't know. Then it took off into be this whole little own thing. They had like you can say like their version of dungeons and raids where they can be like the heist in the game or whatever. And you also had like they have their own little Mario Maker in there but it's GTA, so that increases the longevity of any game to like whatever. Like if you put like any map type of maker inside your game, dude, that game's gonna have like the replayability
it
is gonna be insane.
significantly
Yeah.
extends the longevity of it because you let the players then live out their own fantasies.
So
And
then
make their
they
own
also
things.
they have the fucking map maker. They have fucking you can record like inside the game, so you can make little cinematic videos if you wanted. Then you have fucking all like the multiplayer heist and stuff they add. Then they constantly add vehicles, weapons, and all sorts of shenanigans, and then add-ons, and they have clubs, and then it just built on and made its own little thing. It depends on what they add to it because like it kind of got out of hand. Some of the shit they would keep adding. It felt less like GTA and more like Saints Row. Like I always say, like just basically GTA. I think I have a video of me playing that. Like what the hell happened to this game? Because they had oh, dude, it got out of. There's like laser weapons now, and yeah, it's it's a bit out there. It's less GTA and more like open world sandboxy, whatever the fuck. But yeah, the game's gonna make ridiculous amount of money, and it's Rockstar. So Rockstar, I don't think Rockstar has made a bad game in a while that I can think of.
You think it's because they're careful with what they put out?
Yeah, I don't think
Or
they
they
have
just have
their
good ideas?
standard, and they stick to the standard no matter what. And I feel like everyone in that company follows that standard too. Like what they haven't put out a game since 2018 now, and then before that it was 2013. So you know the development process you can see it in the game definitely with Red Dead 2, how like the quality that they have on their story and what they will put on put their time and effort into it. So not that they're fucking around. I think people are more worried about the GTA 6 things because some of some of the old guard is leaving. Like I think like one of the co-founders like stepped down or something recently.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's probably a new set of eyes that's going into
Yeah,
this.
so I mean that might be
So
what's
they're
worrying
afraid
people.
they're going to change things and make things worse, or
Yeah, because
they're
that
just
fucks up
not
a lot
really
of
going
people.
to change
Because
anything.
depending on what you put in you put in those positions, it could fuck up a whole lot of things. Like you put some like business dude in there, like we were talking about last week, who just doesn't give a fuck about the games. It's all about the money. They can take it real advantage over GTA 6. Like after seeing GTA 5, like why do we have more microtransactions? Why not have more? So
if there is microtransaction, that's probably it's like a double edger. It will help it, but at the same time, it might actually kill it.
And I also think like the multiplayer of GTA is like it's still in that era of like Modern Warfare 2. You're still gonna get those lobbies where everyone's letting them fly. Full toxicity and grief. You gotta survive or die.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So I'm looking forward, but I'm not looking forward to it. It's like one of mixed feelings.
You know, I played San Andreas, and that was the only one I think I've ever really played and owned. And the story on even San Andreas surprised me because my whole concept of Grand Theft Auto was it's like, it's it's whatever. It's gonna go around. I'm gonna do some heist type stuff. All right, cool. But then when it took that turn and I was out in the middle of the country with fucking nothing.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
I was like, is this the same game?
Yeah.
Like,
you get that a lot in those games. Like a lot.
Yeah, and I loved it.
Because the story just progresses on. Dude, that story is so long, dude.
Oh yeah, it was way longer than I thought. And the ending, I would have never predicted that ending.
Yeah.
The way the game ends, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody.
Oh yeah, after like 20 years.
Right? There's somebody out there.
Of course. Yeah, and then also like another thing I didn't touch on about the multiplayer, they added like the MMO grind to it as well. Like with certain things, and with the money gaining, you get your own money value. So that grind also scratches that itch of like, grind towards getting something good.
And the heist too. The heist helped so much.
Yeah. Man, Silica, y'all check out Silica. It's like an RTS.
I saw that, but I didn't put much attention to it. I just know it's some sort of like space game. I think it's kind of like is it an RPG? I think it's an RPG, right?
So like so it's like think of like an RTS.
I remember this. Yeah. It's an RTS and an FPS in one.
Yeah.
And you just change your perspective as you're doing
it. Gotcha.
It's an interesting concept, but it looks more of like the same kind of stuff that we're getting like right now, so I wasn't too interested.
You don't really see that much like people taking the RTS command and then all the people you're controlling are players. Oh, it reminds me of Mag or like PlanetSide 2 in a way. Because back in Mag days, you had like certain ranks in like the commander that are like squad leads that give out commands, so you follow them, you do like, better or whatever. It also reminds me of what's that Alien game? Like Alien versus the Marines, and you were like, it was almost like MOBA-esque. Huh?
Is it Warhammer?
No, it was like MOBA-esque in a way, but it's like first person. Like you pick a side. You're on the ship. If you're on the alien side, you can build like these like little things for your team. And you also like have like oh dude, it's gonna bug the fuck out of me. There's two versions, 2 games of it.
Oh, Warcraft?
No, it's a first person. It's first person team versus team thing, and you're like, it's gonna bug the fuck out of me. Anyway, so like you had your alien side, where like aliens are mostly like, you know, depending on which alien you have, like they're melee and like they spit acid or whatever. Then you have your Marines who do like your typical Marine stuff. Then you're building like certain components at your base to upgrade your units or help with something or whatever. And everything was a player. And then your whole goal was to take out the enemy's base or whatever. And dude, this is what it sort of reminds me of. But that game, I'm surprised it's not a third version because that game concept is not very used much. I think people got like MOBA fatigue after a while. But
Oh.
okay, I'm gonna look it up. It's not bothering me.
Yeah, but you know what? This will also remind me of. It's a new Starship Troopers that's on early access right now. Extermination.
Oh, I watched the trailer for that just yesterday.
That's like that's what I think that the way they took that is the way they should have went with Back for Blood.
Yeah, I can see that.
So like the way that game looks like a name is fucking looks like a Last of Us, but with more people, and it's Starship Troopers, and that game looks like a lot of fun. And you can also build shit too. So I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah. Like
And
the higher tier you are, the better things you can build.
And not
and the
only
better
that,
weapons you get.
they give you like different objectives that you can choose for your squad, so you can do like all different things for you. Like, dude, why is this took this long for someone to do some simple shit like this?
Like
and the game looks like a lot of fun. Like, oh god.
Yeah, I was seeing some people stream it yesterday, and it was like, oh, it looks actually not that bad. I mean, they were just doing simple base defense, but still, it looked kind of fun. But they didn't just have one bug or two bugs. They had a whole different after every wave they had, some new one would start popping up more and more.
Different variants, and then
it
looked like a lot of fun. I enjoyed the fuck out of it. Just watching the nostalgia trip I got, like, dude, it's like the game that Starship Troopers should have had forever ago.
Yeah, it should have been.
Does the game kind of remind you of Deep Rock Galactic? Just like a little bit.
Oh
yeah.
Slightly,
yeah. So, the only difference is that here there's more.
It's like 16 players.
Yeah, that and there's more monsters, and like they have different strategies themselves. So it's like you're actually shooting and running. It's not just that.
I lost my shit when they had like the artillery bug shooting at them. Like, oh my god, they got the big bitch with the big booty. Oh god, just popping all fucking shots from a distance, bro.
Hot shots.
And there's different type of warrior bugs and et cetera. Like there's the simple fast ones, the big hardy tanky ones.
I liked when in the trailer I watched, I liked the fact that you can do like a makeshift escort mission where you have to bring something back, but you have to rely on your team to protect you.
Yep.
I kind of like stuff like that where it forces players to make their own objective.
That's the best part.
Not only that, but also make like actual like team based decisions. Like, hey, you do this, I do that.
That's legit.
Like they actually have to work together.
It's legit something I've been asking for Battlefield to do for the longest, but they haven't yet to do it. Like, why is that? Like, I feel like there's random missions pop up on the map that you can do you can choose to do for your squad. This adds like just for like I don't know the satisfaction or something. Like this questing inside multiplayer. It sounds amazing.
Yeah, no, I agree. Because I feel like just running and gunning all the time gets kind of dated after a while. But it'd be nice if there was some objectives that like you can do uncontested, and then there's some that were contested, and then some you had to stop like 3 levels, to kind of just build up that teamwork.
Yeah,
I don't feel like enough games or at least in that category, enough games are really that. It's usually just like. You're one player and you can take everything by yourself, or you can work together. But in the end, it might not matter.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mean, they're working towards it little by little. Like, if I get a chance, I am gonna try the early access that they have. It does look interesting. I don't know if you guys want to do it one day.
Decent amount of progression there too for like your classes and stuff.
And this is just like I said, this is just the early access, so they're still gonna they're still working on it. So there's gonna be some more stuff coming up later on. I wouldn't be surprised if they add vehicles or like the armored mobiles that they have before. That'd be kind of fun.
Just trying to, by the way.
Are you serious?
I reached to Steam. I don't feel like logging into my Steam, so I'm just fucking clicking. Look, I'm gonna find it. And I'm gonna yell it out. I'm like, it's this. That's what it is. It came out for
It's not
everything.
StarCraft, right? It's not StarCraft, right?
No, it's not RTS. It's the first person.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, the only thing I could think of was just Warhammer. That was it.
Y'all know that first.
Whatever.
I don't even know what he said, honestly.
Good. No one's supposed to say it. Only people in the stream supposed to hear it, right?
Right.
I need to stop this. I'm gonna fucking post that shit in Discord later. Fuck it.
Yeah, right.
Like this is the shit right here. This motherfucker right here was a banger. Okay. What else we got on the news? We talk about Mouse. V-Rise.
I saw Brendan died.
Oh yeah,
That's like
Brendan, the voice actor, of fucking Crash Bandies died, dude. Yeah. R.I.P. V-Rising. Did anyone touching the V-Rising?
I saw. Didn't we no, wait. We were talking about something else last time. But
That's not a vampire game, right?
It's a vampire asymmetrical. Build your own base. Go out and kill world bosses while maybe getting attacked by other players. And farming and all that.
Yeah. Not really interested, sincerely. Like,
kind of interested. I liked how the combat looks.
It popped back on my radar after our addiction to Diablo 4. This close to Diablo 4 with vampires. You know, it might fill in the void. Oh no!
I mean, yeah.
I was thinking about that game and also Albion Online as well, but that's like more MMO-ish. Sounds like maybe we should all hop on that bitch. You know, and maybe go around loot and get through some fucking dungeoning and maybe fuck up some people rocking the wrong neighborhood. I don't know.
I can see that, but yeah, I don't know. It doesn't call my attention.
On your phone too. Yeah. Every time I watch people play, it looks fun. Kind of wish it was like, I don't know. What's going on with the other thing we were talking about last week with the first one or the second one, vampire games? It's very hard to like fool people.
But like I said, it just like it's been overused so much. Just every time
I feel like it's been overused. I can only think of like
same thing with a zombie game. Like it's so overused.
Like how many vampire games can you think of?
Like see Castlevania. You got what you call it?
Castlevania is like old though. Like
it's still a vampire game.
But like overused in my mind is like how people are getting like superhero fatigue from like Marvel movies. I mean, like it's like one each year or one multiple a year. That's why I come to think of like when it comes to like fatigue inside a genre. And the only ones I can think of popped out recently, but V-Rising, it's fucking Redfall. Well, you know everyone knows Redfall. Blood Hunt is the one I can think of, and then like the Masquerade, the RPG. And before that, I can't think of any vampire game that came out.
I think it's because it's usually like some kind of third person or first person kind of game, and it's all about you just feeding on somebody else.
It's like Vampire Survivor.
It's like a stealth. It's either stealth based or it's like some kind of, I don't know, like an RPG on its own, where like you're going around doing quests and you're either choosing if you want to do your vampire side or going against your vampire side. It's like always like you pick a side and then you play off of that side. And I don't know, I just want something different. Like I like
it forces,
the whole vampire.
It forces your play type into a certain way, like either a rogue or a mage. You know what I mean? You're in the dark. You're in a rogue or a mage. There's no like tanky ass fucking. I guess they probably could like a blood tank, which sounds kind of sick, Loki. But it's not really like it sits you in that one archetype, and also sits you in the gothic realm of darky and darky. Everything's fucking dark and black. And I must be in the dark all the time. Pale blood rave, blade.
She says vampire games don't have many dimensions of a game. It's the same kind most of the time. Yeah, but I think what it is like I'm not open to vampire games. It's like I just want to experience something fun. And honestly, I don't know what that is. Like I don't want to stealth around. I don't want to like I don't know. I don't want it to just be like me versus somebody else. Like, I want to use the full range of abilities. Like that vampire game that you were playing, where it was like this like free for all kind of like battle. Yeah, Blood Hunt. Blood Hunt looks interesting, but I think I'd want it in a more PvE setting, and I would want like PvE and PvP, and I'd also want other different types of like creatures around too. Like I'd want to be able to pick to play a vampire, but I'd also want to verse other things that weren't vampires. Like I don't want to just be within the vampire realms and we're just feeding off of humans kind of deal. You know, I want more.
It was kind of sad because that game's like the way that game felt, like the mechanics of like your player was so fun. Like the whole movement thing and the shooting and like everything is it almost felt like it was wasted on a battle royale. like you were saying, I feel like the game mechanic felt so good playing that game when you had the little abilities and like each vampire like had this unique thing. Some of them didn't even look like fucking vampires, but you know. And that was a cool like concept. Even that like tanky vampires, like some bruisers, but you didn't really see that much. But it's just wasted on a battle royale. I was like, why? I'd rather take fucking, I don't know, put this bitch into an MMO. Like, I don't know, like, or maybe like a co-op shooter, like, along Borderlands-esque instead of a shit ton, I don't know. It just felt like it was wasted. Or maybe like a Division. Oh, that sounds cool, dude.
And that's what I was saying last time. Yeah, like, make a type. I'd even be okay if they had, like, where they had, like, certain debuffs. So they force you into a certain playstyle, that's fine. Like, maybe like I have a lower maximum health, like if I'm outside for too long, like in the sun. I don't know.
That's what they do for like, V Rising. Like in the day, if you're out, you get to hop between shadow to shadow, which is kind of funny. I feel like, or you take damage over time, and you burst into flames. I was like, that's just cool that they just kept that. It's hopping from shadow to shadow.
I think another thing too is I'm tired of like whenever I play a game and they give me all these things, they essentially also nerf it. Like if I'm gonna play a vampire, I want to be able to if we're going with like the tropey vampire thing, give me my superpowers. Like I want to be able to jump farther or jump higher. If I'm gonna be able to fly, then let me fucking fly. Let me fly like for real. I don't want to do like
away. I want to fly away.
Damn. Okay.
Like I'm tired of like all these like half-hearted things. Like you'll play a game where you have a character that's a bird and has wings, and they'll be like, you can press this button. If you press shift in the air, you can glide for 2 seconds, and then you land back on the ground, and then you have to wait a whole minute for a cooldown for you to be able to use it again.
Yeah, that feeling of never mind the cooldown thing. Well, I was thinking of like a different version. Like they give you like no abilities at the start, and it takes forever to get to the ultimate power, like the ultimate strength and ability.
And the ultimate ability is flying, and it's literally flying.
Or like, or some sort of like transformation. Like, oh yeah, I can transform into bats or a wolf or whatever the fuck.
And I feel like that's an ability you should get at the start. Like that's a good recon ability. Like allow me to like turn into a bunch of bats, scatter around, and then like I can like I don't know spy on other players or something like that, or like drop in on other players and like. I also don't like with a lot of games how there's like no real like movement. Like you can't like this isn't just vampire games, but like games where they could have these options. Like you can't like scale walls or anything like that. There's no like parkour like element to it. Like you can't climb. If I'm this giant beast creature, like if I'm like a werewolf and I can't like cling to like the side of the building, then jump off and then grab to another side as my form of like pressure, like terrestrial movement. Then it's like, well, what's the point? I'm just running through the streets the whole time.
I got this power and ability. You saying I can't climb this fucking fucked up brick wall right now, dude?
Yeah, like for real.
Or let me run through the wall through fucking
something. That would be a cool mechanic if like they had certain buildings that you can like break through, but if you break through it too many times, the building collapses.
I'm like Battlefield right now, dude.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Oh dude, Battlefield, like bro, there was like literally people who would spawn in maps in Battlefield, get into the tank, and they would wipe out a whole town, like break every building, so no one could hide anywhere. Like, everything is just destroyed. Or if you're in the building, it bitch collapses on you, and then you died. There's a game that recently came out with the same devs where like it was almost along the line. Think of like I'm gonna explain this because it's kind of a weird game to explain. The way the game looks is like almost mirrors edgy. It had like the minimalistic like white like certain like bright colors now and then, but like mostly like white clean plate. And You have like your class system, and then like you certain class system, but you can break through everything type of thing, almost like Battlefield, but it's like onto like a more extreme level. Like say there's like objective on the top floor, you can break every floor where the objective is to drop it down to the bottom floor, and it's like fucking blanking on all games names. This recently came out with a beta, and I watched Tim the Tatman play it, and I watched some like Doctor Disrespect play it, and it was like, oh man, this is like fucking, this will break computers. like how much like how crispy everything looks, and everything, all the physics and shit. Like how the fuck that's not like it will blow by a computer.
Damn.
And this whole mechanic, and they had like this fucking tank guy was his like main ability was running through shit. He's break for Kool-Aid Man everything. Kool-Aid Man it with my light machine gun. Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Dude, we're back. It was like third stream in a row. We're back on vampires. Fucking Jesus Christ for Twilight viewers. Next one. Oh, dude, I have like a recommendation for community night before the Noganada stream. They're bringing Trackmania onto the consoles. Trackmania is, if you ever played a Trackmania, it is a think of like Hot Wheels with Formula One, right? But it's
Formula
not.
One Hot Wheels.
You
Wait, time
ever
out.
see Trackmania? Dude, Trackmania is fun.
No, but I'm watching the trailer right now for it.
Oh my god! And it's just this haul ass, right? And like some of these maps that people made are like ridiculous. There's like a whole time aspect, and like there's also like I think they had like a time elimination thing. So like whoever has the lowest time gets eliminated, and it goes all the way up to like the last one.
Talk about stress.
Oh yeah, dude, it's like all crazy. You want to see some stressful shit? You look at like speedrunners play this game, like for like certain maps. Oh my god! I think there's like a notorious map that was like impossible to like break or like impossible to beat or end, and because like the way the map was set up, I feel like the fastest times were like 12 hours or some shit because it was like such a big map and it had like all these technical aspects. These motherfuckers are in Formula One. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the trailer. These motherfuckers got like a Formula One computer set up.
It's the movie.
What the immersion? what the
that movie?
So yeah, right. So like, so I watched this whole like almost documentary ass video of how like they were explaining how these speedrunners conquered this map with like certain techniques in the game and stuff like this. This game got so much depth for just racing on a track. Like what's going on here? But anyway, that's it. That's a fun one to add to the community. Cool.
Sure.
Everyone racing against each other.
Community's been pretty stale lately, so this will help it out.
Throw that
Omega Strikers.
Home bitch in there. Throw that home bitch.
Omega Strikers, you say?
Yeah, Omega Strikers.
Oh, that fucking Humanity game I was talking about last week. It looked like Lemmings got a 9 out of 10 by IGN.
Hey.
Really? Yeah. And it's a VR game. Like, it's free on PlayStation Plus. I was going to download it. Like, oh shit, it's fucking VR? Like, what do you pick up your fucking minions or whatever? It's fucking.
You have VR?
This is very surprising. Yeah, it's a VR game. I didn't see any videos
you
on
have
it.
VR?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. I thought you had VR.
I was going to play it, then I was like, oh, it's VR, so I was going to test it out. That's nice. Maybe one of these days.
You can play it without VR.
Okay.
Yeah.
The 9 out of 10 Lemmings game. Bring Lemmings back. A little Lemmings remake, huh? Oh, you want to play Lemmings?
I never played Lemmings.
Oh,
yeah, I never played it either. So.
God damn, I'm the youngest one here. What the fuck? Wait, that's an older game. That's before my time. Anyway. Next part, we've got Archer's ending at season 14.
Never watched it.
Key bang. I think I really like Archer. I did like a binge recently. So fuck it.
Really?
Good stuff. It's good stuff. Like
I saw some of it.
It's good when it's in the spy era, like the normal spy. And then they went it went rogue for like 3 seasons. Where like because Archer goes into like a coma.
Stuff, yeah.
He goes into a coma, and he's like you're like in his head, and like each season's like a different genre. Like one of the seasons like Indiana Jones-esque, and everyone's like a different character. And they go like off the script. Another season, they're like a sci-fi crew, and like went off script. Right, it was the downfall of that whole show. But they last season or 2, they brought it back. But oh man, that's ending soon.
I'm surprised it lasted 14 seasons.
It's a good show. It definitely feels like that niche. FX makes some good shows though. You like it, you don't like it. Lord of the Rings MMO in development. Actually, kind of excited. Did they do it right?
All right, here it goes. It's gonna be human race, elf race, hobbit race, and then golem race. And then we're just gonna have like 40 golems running around. Your whole
No,
party.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have an orc race too. Like you can choose.
Yeah,
like,
they 100% need to do like the whole like DCUO World of Warcraft where you pick a side. You gotta pick the good side or the bad side, and they have their own races. Or maybe like,
it's the same for Star Wars. They have the same thing in Star Wars too.
Oh, you can pick a side. Yeah, all that. Add that. Yeah, like the whole like I'm part of the light side of the hobbits and shit, and you have the dark side of orcs and goblins and fucking dark elves and all that type of shit. Be kind of sick. I hope this is like the Lord of the Rings game that the Warframe developers are on. I heard they were making something in the Lord of the Rings realm. I haven't heard anything since, but I got excited for no reason about it. I don't know.
But you never know. It might actually come out.
It come out. I don't know. Hopefully this is it.
We can't say anything until it actually has something.
Until we have something to see.
Mm-hmm.
But that's kind of interesting. Summer Game Fest. Anybody gonna watch this year?
I wonder how it's gonna be. I know every year they kind of change it a little bit, just to keep the little hype.
It's kind of funny because but like the reason why we're in a drought of news and trailers is because this is it's right around the corner. It's the beginning of June. So I think everyone's just holding on. I'm surprised that we got the Mortal Kombat 1, but I think that was a teaser trailer, and then they're holding for like the fucking the good stuff later on, like gameplay stuff and all that. Yeah, it was just like the new E3 of this year, and I find it funny that like Xbox and PlayStation have announced that they're doing like their little shows around this, and not being a part of the Summer Game Fest is just somewhat like, oh, we're having a show on the 9th during the same couple of weeks of Summer Game Fest. You dirty hoes.
My God.
We see what you're trying to do.
Coming out in June too. It's gonna be disgusting.
Yeah, right.
Probably gonna be posting the shit ton that's in my Discord, so that Discord description down below.
I usually just wait for Shinny to do it because Shinny does a really great job.
Yes, she does.
I'll do it better than Shinny. What you talking about? What you mean? How dare you? She copied me. I was doing it first. I was the OG. Fuck you, Shinny.
Listen.
I see you in the chat.
We got that kitty cat listening. All right, don't.
No.
What? Don't the cat,
You
right?
fucking stands. No. They threw you under the bus now. All right. Competition, all right. I'm about to fucking be on every day, posting all the shit. I mean, I don't care. I used to only post relevant stuff to our community. Nah, fuck that. I'm posting every goddamn thing now. Fuck you. Anyway. Don't worry about it. You did it. You know what you did, all right? You know what the fuck you did. All right, back to what we were talking about. She had no idea. She was over there vibing on her game, and just all over heard her name. Like, what the fuck? Like,
she's angry.
How dare you?
They did it. They did it first. Anyway, so May 24th, we got the PlayStation Showcase, which I think everyone's kind of excited for.
I mean, they have a lot going for them right now, but at the same time, it's like I feel like everything's already been said, so I feel like they're just gonna.
I feel like they got some stuff cooking. I feel like they got some in the flesh. PlayStation haven't said much really at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the thing is, at the same time, like, a lot of the major stuff has been said. So
a lot of buzz around this showcase, though. Everyone's like, "Oh, they're about to drop something." I feel like every PlayStation Showcase always had like at least one banger ever since they started doing this thing. Mm-hmm. Usually, like, I think, is this the first one of the year? Usually, the one around E3 always have the big hits, and it kind of dies off throughout the year for the other quarter ones. But I'm kind of excited. What is this? This is normal, like the announcement thing. This is like showcase and GA Day of the Devs. A little dev indie game action. That might be a good one to watch. Xbox on June 11th. This one install. I like how they have like a separate one for Starfield. I 100% think Xbox put all their money in Starfield this year for the next couple of games. So
yeah, I have a really bad feeling when it comes to Starfield. Like, I feel like they've been hyping it way so much, and it's been so long since they announced it. They still haven't taken anything out or given a date on that. I have nothing about.
They showed that little bit of gameplay they showed, so.
Yeah, but it's happened before. It's happened before they've done that. and it comes out it's all pre-rendered shit. It's not even the actual gameplay.
The funny thing is that gameplay remind me of what was that? Damn, doing it again. the Obsidian RPG game that came out recently. I was talking to you. I think about it. I thought you didn't care for like the combat in it. Fuck.
Which one?
Like the recent Obsidian one. It's like a first person one. It's like their take.
Obsidian.
It's like you're like a ship captain, and like there's like a corporate planet things and.
Outworlders?
Yes, it reminded me of that, but with better graphics for some reason, and had like more stuff into it. I don't know what was about it. Maybe because it's space themed or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I got that 100% vibes from that gameplay. But we won't know until we see more. I think I kind of lost interest in Starfield when is Xbox exclusive, so I was like, oh well.
Yeah, I mean, if it does come out, I'm definitely gonna get it for PC. But I mean, I'm first going to see how it works out first before getting it. They
lost a lot of faith in their people after like 76. So.
76 was a disaster
for Bethesda, and also Bethesda owns Arcane Studios. The recent Redfall disaster. So it's all or nothing. Well, I won't say all or nothing. Yep. They had to make a big splash with this one, or no one's gonna give a fuck for a while.
Yeah, and plus they also got the new Elder Scrolls working. So who knows how that?
When that come out in like fucking 2030.
Yeah, right.
Right. Disney's gonna be here. Devolver. I said Devolver is like the best conference to ever watch, so that's the only one I recommend to anyone ever, even if you don't like the games they produce. Netflix is supposed to be there. I guess Netflix gonna have some games. Magic, PlayStation, Amazon.
And speaking of fuck ups, what do you guys think about the new news from Overwatch 2?
Oh, the fucking drop of the PvE thing.
Yeah. I mean, sincerely, I don't think it's gonna affect anything at all. But I knew that was a long shot that we were gonna do. Like, I always felt like it wasn't gonna happen, but at the same time, we were like,
they dropped the whole PvE game they were doing.
So that whole PvE aspect of Overwatch 2 they canceled. The whole story, all the story and everything, they canceled all that. Is that the main point of Overwatch 2 in the first place? To have all that?
That was the major point of the whole game. Yeah,
to have lore and all this stuff in it. So
they
it's
might
like,
as well have just. Bond people are pissed.
So I was like, I mean, that very affects the Overwatch community. I don't really feel anybody else gives a fuck, to be honest. Like, Overwatch is like Destiny. Like, you're either part of that community hardcore or like, oh, okay, cool. That happened. You know what I mean? So.
But look, here's the thing. Even if you were a hardcore player for this and you were actually waiting for it, you're still going to keep playing it.
Oh, yeah, no,
they're still going to play. They're just going to be more grumpier than ever. That's all.
Yeah.
So what are they offering? Is there anything then that they're offering? Like, they're just going to come out with another Overwatch basically with PvP?
No, they just dropped it. They dropped it all together. They're not going to even do it.
I wonder if that was their decision or because now that they're.
The developers came up with the video saying, "Oh, because we've been working blah blah blah, and we've been trying to do everything to keep the player base satisfied with all the little adjustments in the gameplay and stuff that they don't have time or cannot focus on it." But I feel like it's all bullshit. Something else behind the scenes. I know that.
I know, absolutely.
Blizzard saw that Diablo 4 money right there. Like, hold up, wait a minute now. But hold up now. Look at it over here. Look at it. Wow, look at this. It's printing money right now. I'm over here real quick. Hold up. Overwatch 2? Who? Fuck that.
All the owls just popped out.
Oh, who? Who the Hook? Nah, bro. But that barbarian though.
Lost you from the team. I still don't understand that barbarian whole stuff.
You know, actually, I was looking at the tier list for that, and I think barbarian was like A tier.
A tier.
I think it was sorcery. Sorcerer was S. It was the best one. Then it was necromancer. Then it was barbarian. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'm not surprised about the sorcerer. Sorcerer was so OP.
Okay, here we go. Stop it! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring up Diablo before again, but stop.
God
damn it! I didn't mean it. All right. God damn it!
Where's the respect for my druid people out there? You know, everybody's
I
saying
think Drew was like B, dude.
it was D.
A B. I think
A
it was.
B?
I think it
No,
was.
that's
I
not
think it
bad.
was Barbarian, and then it was
Rogue.
Barbarian. It was Rogue.
Sorceress reigns supreme.
Which makes me,
This must be hers.
sad because no one else, like, that's the character I picked because no one else picked it, and now it's fucking broken as shit. So I'm like, oh damn, I don't feel like picking it now. I don't want to pick the most broken shit. Do you want?
Now I don't want to play it.
God damn it! I gotta pick something else. I want to make it easy. Everyone's gonna hold over me the whole time. We get like a clutch win or something in some dungeon and something like, oh, we only won that. You got top DPS because you're a fucking sorcerer. Like, oh, you know what? Fuck you, bitch. All right, I'm gonna be barbarian. Fuck you. I'm gonna go around and do stuff. All right, swing my hammer or something and roar.
Who said this to you?
Well, it's gonna happen.
Right?
It always
Who said
happens.
this to you?
You know what? I'm bringing up old fucking Borderlands 3. All right, I remember those days. Y'all were talking, definitely George. George like, all you do is put your little robot out, and it does all the work.
What?
I go look up a video right now. You said that somewhere.
Squishes all the monsters.
100%. Look, he's bringing it back up.
Invincible.
He's like, Ozzy, I had to go up there and hit stuff with my melee.
Destructs his tank. He's basically Diva.
God,
Borderlands.
no, it wasn't.
And he runs around.
God damn. Fuck all you.
Not Diva. Oh my god.
And I thought that I was laughing.
Back in.
Cause like I got the last pick of my little character, so everyone picked the character, so I got to pick the fucking robot one because I had no choice. Because I didn't pick a robot.
You could have just talked it out. I would have
picked
something else.
No, you already picked it. Of course, everyone's gonna tell George not to go the fucking melee character. Maybe the guy who loves melee, I'm gonna take his melee character from him. That makes no. What kind of monster do you think I am?
I would have did it for you because I like grenades too. It's
Shut
alright.
the fuck up. And it so happened to be the most broken character.
You took away your little robot backpack, so I couldn't sit in there and start shooting everything. Because you're like, it doesn't do enough damage.
Oh, now
wow,
you're salty because you couldn't be in the backpack no more.
Oh my god!
I just want to sit in the backpack and.
Which is funny because I remade that build and it's more broken than it was before.
Oh Jesus!
It got to the point where I literally just summoned the fucking mech just to sit in the backpack and watch it kill everything.
Oh my god!
Oh my
autopilot.
Yeah, basically that is something to turn.
Even worse. Look, he's
shut up.
Climbing in the back.
It was funny because like all the kills that the mech was getting was affecting its own cooldown. So all the kills it was instantly getting. As soon as it ended, I got the cooldown back and I just put it back out. Anyway, fuck, god damn it! Why are we? God, what are we talking about next? Fucking Jesus!
Terrible.
Okay, what we got next? Fast and Furious X got a 5 out of 10.
Not surprised.
I'm about to say, who's surprised about that one? Apparently, the best thing in that whole movie is the Jason Momoa being the villain. So,
spoilers! Wow!
Spoiler! Wow!
Jesus Christ!
You don't watch trailers?
Huh?
No trailers for you? You don't watch trailers, right?
And next thing you know, you're gonna tell me that John Cena was
his
brother the whole time.
The whole time, bro. Like, I think that's the last one I didn't watch. I think that's when I stopped. I was like, fuck it, dude. It's like gone off the books. All right, we're gone. I'm right. I can accept Dom turning against his family for his child. Okay, okay. You know what? All right, that's a. We can tell me this random white boy comes out of nowhere. All right, and now he's family now. He's fucking family. Okay, well, you know what? You had me all these years. I was holding it in. And the John Cena pops in. They were flying to space. What happened to the racing? What? And robbing trucks on the highway.
Listen, and that's what I was saying too.
Oh, like,
there's no more racing. Like, people are like, we don't need it. Why? Like, racing is still so cool, and it's like their movies just don't really do it anymore.
I don't know. Well, oh no, dude! Like it's almost like they went so far as to. It's like they jumped I don't know, they jumped off the fucking boat, or they jumped off the ledge of like action, and they couldn't go back type of thing. You know what I mean? Like they did like the most dumb shit ever, and it's like, oh well, fuck it, we're out here now. So let's go higher. Fuck it, we can't go. We can't turn back now. Let's go into space. Let's have mechs. Fuck it, let's have a mech in this motherfucker. Craft some Gundams. Racing.
That's what Gundams.
You know, what's that? Cars.
Oh,
You know, that's
Makes me sad.
Furious and Fast.
All I want is another baby driver.
Yo, anyway, Nicolas Cage is coming to Dead by Daylight. Who knew? On the part because of fucking Renfield, the fucking vampire thing. Back to vampires. We're skipping over that. All right.
That's so weird. Is Nicolas Cage scary?
Oh, I think it's from Renfield. The recent him being Dracula type of thing.
Jesus.
Unless he's gonna be like a survivor. I don't know. It has to be something, right?
Oh, he's a survivor?
Maybe. I don't know. It's one of the two. I think it'd be funny being a Dracula Nicolas Cage killer. I think that'd be hilarious for some reason. I don't know why. They give him some voice lines or something.
If they actually introduce him like the actual Renfield guy, that'd be hilarious.
And Dead by Daylight details are currently sparse. Sparse? Yeah.
All right then. All right, we're gonna go back to our conversation we had last week. All right, dude. Final Fantasy 14 date.
I mean, do you really want to go back into the conversation?
Well,
you know
what?
you're gonna lose.
You didn't let me finish my thought.
You
all right?
know
I had a
no matter
whole.
what you say. No matter what you say, you're still gonna lose.
Dude, I had a whole thought and then you just jumped down my throat. All right, I was gonna say.
Let him.
Do you think? I was like, if Final Fantasy 14 dated. And then I was gonna say, like, seeing that these new games coming out, like Ashes of the Creation and Chrono Odyssey, that I was gonna go into, and then it's gonna be like the third part of the thing that I kind of added. Like, do you think it will last another 10 years or whatever the fuck that came out? But Anthony over here, Mr. Stan over here, couldn't let me get down.
Now, I actually really want to talk about this. So, is Final Fantasy 14 dated? No. It's not really dated. If you're talking about visually, it still looks like a great game. Like, even the screenshots I sent you, they still look good. That's from Final Fantasy, like, recently. And I think the thing that helps it out too are mods. There are visual mods that can make the game look good. I don't use visual mods, and I still think the game looks great. But for something that's been out for so long, and the way they coded it was absolutely terrible, that's why they can't really upgrade it anymore.
They added to it like a new engine, or is it just makeup?
It's the same engine.
Just makeup? It's just makeup.
Just makeup.
No,
there's a lot of makeup.
You think they have like plans to like change it over to like the newer engines?
Or
would they make like this fuck it? It's like Final Fantasy 15 or whatever the fuck the number is.
They have to make a whole new game.
Yeah, because how they scripted it, if they did actually do that, they would literally take probably more than a year to actually get all the data from this old game and transfer it to the new engine.
Then on that, if they do like that goes back to my discussion of like if they do make the new game, do they keep like the old fighting system or do they go like the more actiony one?
If
it's already actiony enough as is.
I think they should definitely go with something newer. But the question is, like, what do you go after? I think they're trying out all these different Final Fantasy things so they can take from it. Because you can't really pick a Final Fantasy that you're like, man, that was amazing. Like, if you played 15, there's a lot of people that didn't really love the way 15, like, fought. Like, it was good, but do you want a full game where everybody's doing that thing? Because that's, like, the one-player, like, weeb dream right there. Like, I'm all powerful, I can teleport, and I can use all these different weapons kind of deal, you know? Like, can't have everybody just teleporting all over, so it needs to be like a reasonable fighting style. But going over into Chrono Odyssey, when you're looking at this game, it has a lot of those things that the game could be, but Final Fantasy's never really been a game like that.
I feel like a new generation of MMOs going on now. Agreed. And I feel like this is a step in the right direction, but when we were watching the trailer, there's inconsistencies that look really weird. 100%. This reminds me like those like Korean/Asian MMOs. That just look pretty.
Yes.
And then when you play them, it ain't got nothing there. There's no beat.
We also have
like an airheaded bimbo
aficionado here named Shinikitty. She has played over 700 hours of Final Fantasy 15.
700? Oh shit, got some stacks like that.
But yeah, look at this combat. The combat like Dark Souls. Great. but it looks kind of weird too, because like it doesn't really look like the moves are connecting when you look at it. Like you're kind of saying because it looks tab targety, but it looks like they turned off the HUD. That's what I was saying. Because even when he was stabbing him just now, he wasn't that close, but you can tell he was getting his. Here, look at the scene. The way he like climbed up on that ledge, it didn't even look like he was climbing it. Like it looks really floaty. Like his hands weren't connected to the ground or anything.
I get like mobile vibes from it. I mean, like mobile game vibes for some reason.
You know, and that's the other thing. I think when we were reading about it, they were gonna put it out for mobile games, and then they changed their mind.
Oh, that's terrible. That's like this game's gonna be ass. This game's actually gonna be ass. That's the case. Any game that's a MMO and then mobile too. Oh, dude, it's trash. That's only for like the Asian market in China.
Yeah,
agreed.
All right, that's enough talking about this game. Fuck this shit. I'm out.
It's over.
I'm done with this shit. What's next?
Like I was supposed to be like it has all the things that we want, but at the same time, you take a better look at it. You're like, fuck.
Like, look at the combat. Like it doesn't.
Yeah,
like if you compare it to Monster, it doesn't look like they're hitting it. Like,
yeah. It's like they're just swinging.
Like, look how far that dude on the side is. Look how far he was, and he's swinging his weapon. He wasn't even close to it.
I feel like everybody's trying to capture the fucking BO look. Reason.
Or like old school Vindictus or something like that. Because yeah, it looks beautiful. But like, look here. Why are all these people running through this thing that they're trying to fight? It looks
100% like they just added a whole bunch of NPCs to fight this thing. It's not players.
And that's where it like breaks for me. It's like this doesn't look like an action MMO. This looks like a tab target that just has the HUD off.
That's even like a really good person to follow for like stuff like MMOs is like Lazy Peon on YouTube. He does like he goes over like all these trailers and how he's like he plays so many different MMOs. He keeps it like he's like the that I go to, and he points out like so many things in these games and how like yeah, I'm not looking forward to this game anymore. I wasn't really looking forward to it before because it looks like any old like Asian MMO that you see make a trailer like ever. And like, oh, dude, it looks like the same. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, because I've seen mobile games that look like this. We're like at like trailer wise, and then when you go to play it, it looks nothing like the trailer. But honestly, we need an MMO that runs like this. We need one with action combat where like if you're a mage, you're like using your spells and they actually work. Like using Ice Spell actually freezes enemies. And then you could use like Earth or like a gravity spell to like crush them, and it actually does damage instead of like you hit everything with ice and then nothing really happens except they take damage, and then you hit them with fire and they get set on fire and they do like a little bit of damage over time. Like I want that that what is that Gauntlet PvP game? I always bring it up. I want that shit. Like I want the mage. Yeah, I want that shit. Like I want the mixing of elements. I want like other enemies kind of deal. But I know we're not going to get that for a while, probably if ever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure we will, but it's gonna take a while.
Funny that you say that because Ashes of the Creation showed a mage preview archetype for their upcoming game called Ashes of the Creation. I don't know if you heard it before.
I've heard of Ashes of the Creation, but I haven't seen it in a long time.
We're about to watch the mage preview.
All right.
Oh, Ashes of the Creation, they actually held back their development to change they're converting all their game to Unreal Engine 5 now.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, cool.
So it's going to look extra crispier than it was before. And I think it's also, apparently it's easier to work on Unreal Engine 5 because multiple people can work on like a segment at a time compared to before. You had to like clock, you had to like fucking make it. I don't say like an appointment or whatever. Like you had to like, I'm putting in my time that I'm working on this section so you can't fucking touch it or whatever the fuck. I don't know how development works, but that's what they made it sound like. But now they gives you the ability to like make it look extra crispy with all your nanos and all that crap, and multiple people can work on that part at the same time in development. So.
Right.
And probably make it look extra sexier. You know what I mean? Extra sex. Everybody likes sex, right? Sex sells, right?
Okay. I mean, that's what they have OnlyFans for, but I guess, yeah, sure.
OnlyFans?
OnlyFans. This is a 39-minute long. Never mind, we're not watching this.
Just get around.
Oh, bro, we're going to
get to the good parts.
Jesus.
When do we get to the good part? Is there, can you see spells? I can't see spells. Oh, here.
Yeah, there you go. There's some blue stuff. Yeah.
You gotta wait for the loaded. No, my computer's a Frankenstein. Relax.
Minecraft graphics.
No, I still like they were doing like they were showing like the archetype for tanks, and how the tank systems work, and it was kind of cool because the environment was like interacting with like your things. So like they were like this big ass like long grass field fighting, and the dude took a swipe and all the grass around him went down because he was cutting the grass as he was fighting. It was actually kind of insane to watch.
So far, this looks kind of
Blizzard, very Blizzard as fuck.
It's very basic. Why isn't the grass freezing?
Oh, it's like they're like archetype. Why is the grass not freezing? This is not, I can't unplayable. Unplayable. Where's the frost?
If I can't freeze the grass,
bro. Okay,
cut it with my sword and then use magic.
There's like an end part where he's like doing combos and shit.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
let's gas you up here, Ashes, and you're fucking failing right now.
It looks basic.
God damn it!
You're telling me this doesn't look.
No, it's cool. I made him a sword, so he's not just using spells.
Same thing.
That's called a red
God
mage.
damn it! Your developer update trash. Fuck, leave it.
Just die?
Shut up! Oh my god, he died on the preview. Okay,
did.
this is like, alright, you know what? We're just gonna walk away for this one. I need
Take the L, bro. Just take the L. Take the L, bro. Take the
You gotta
L.
hear what they're saying, alright? I gotta mute it. They're probably talking like, oh, this is what when you die, you know, some other stuff happened. Anyway, this game's it's gonna be fantastic.
Create some ashes and then you come back as a phoenix, do area damage, and then when you reappear, if you die again, then you're just ash, and people can collect your ash,
right?
put it into the furnace of.
If that game, like, you know, it does what it does, says it's going to do, it's going to break MMOs forever. All right, it's going to be like the Street Fighter 6 of MMOs, 100%.
Is it? Because it does not look like the Street.
Shut the fuck up!
Yeah.
All right.
It doesn't
looks like
wow.
God damn, that was like the worst video I could pick. All right, suck my ass.
Too many trolls. We need regular humans again.
All right, next one.
Wow, Shinny just /S you, and I don't even know what that means.
I don't even know what that means. All right, some fucking millennial talk going on.
/S.
How dare you rizz it up out of here? Oh, Warlanders is coming to console. Oh shit!
Sarcasm, guys.
Now
I'm not using sarcasm.
Hey, Warlanders coming to console. We're moving on. Warlanders coming to console.
Okay.
This is the game y'all were talking about.
I really need to see this trailer because when we played Warlanders, it felt very, very unpolished.
Well, like 100 play. I didn't know it was 100 fucking players. What the fuck? I was
something. Oh yeah, we were out there, bro. We were like going all out. We were like,
yeah, dude. I don't.
I mean, if they still retain some of the stuff that when we were in, is like before the battle begins, they would group you up. Right, they're like, oh, this group will be the offense.
Doing, right? I know.
They'll take the sides. They'll take the middle. Won't be defending the castle.
Yeah.
It goes back to what we were saying about like the fucking Starship Trooper thing, where they they give you missions that you can choose to do where you just squad like little quests do while you're multiplayering. You know, so.
And from there, I mean, from your group, you'll decide, okay, will I be the warrior type? Will I be the mage type? Would I be the rogue type? Like each one has their own strengths and weaknesses. As you can see, the warrior would can bash into groups and knock them down and shoot. The rogue would do poison, and now you see the mage does the long range attacks that does major damage.
Artillery, almost.
I think the other cool thing is,
oh my god, is that a mech?
Yeah. That's like the ultimate. So you basically would gear up to get an ultimate that's on the field. You have to get to it first, then activate this relic, and depending on I think whatever class does it or whatever I don't know. It would depend on something. Depends on what you would get. I think it might be map based too. Certain maps would have certain.
It was map based and what area you're in. Like if you're in front of the castle, you would get the battering ram.
Mm-hmm.
If you were in the center of the map, you would get the robot.
Oh fuck.
Mm-hmm. But I think the other thing is this game actually has subclasses too. So the more you play a class and the more things you do within that class, you unlock certain titles, and it would unlock perks for that thing. So if I played a warrior, I could play more defensively or I can play more offensively. So I can be really, really tanky, or I could be really offensive but not have as much health as something else. And then you could also pick and choose your own skills, and then skills drop after battle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then you'd have upgrades of those skills.
I'm gonna ask that.
You can build your own character basically to run around in this, like your own class, technically.
I was gonna ask that. Like, do you think it would be better for them to add new classes, or just have like a subclass that changes that class altogether? Like, say like you have a warrior, right? You get down like a certain tree or whatever you're saying, and then like, oh, you can unlock barbarian or something, like a warrior barbarian. And instead of having a sword and shield, just go around with a big fucking two-handed sword, and you have like more like bruiser abilities or whatever. Or do you think they should have like a whole different class for that?
No, I feel like subclasses would work a lot better, but then you had something to strive for.
Or maybe have like
instead of like starting from the very beginning. Oh, I got the best one that works for me. Blah, blah, blah. I get something to work for it.
You can set up like loadouts in this game, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So the gear you have also affects, like you got the sharpshooting what can we call it?
There's no archer in this game.
Oh yeah, the archers
are technically also
yeah.
archers.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know a lot of people were upset about that because what you do is you'd switch to like this repeating like ballista, like bow gun kind of deal, like this machine gun.
Soldier.
Yeah. So if you were a cleric, you'd get like a crossbow that had like just a really strong like one shot kind of deal, like one shot reload, and then the warriors would get like a repeating gun. And you know how I feel about classes. I love games with definitive classes, but honestly, I agree with Anthony and what you had said before. This game doesn't really need more classes. I feel like if they do they could add one more, and it would be like an archer, maybe. Because the fact that everybody else can also use bows, maybe it's not as important, and it would change the game up too much to have one character that has all these long range abilities that's not a mage, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't think it needs more classes. I think going the subclass route and just letting people like kind of do what they want, like keep going that way. I think that'll be the best thing that they can do. And more weapons.
They have like
more weapons
cleric,
types.
like the soldier guy, mage, and then what's the fourth one? They only have 4.
That's it.
That's only 3. Oh god. Okay,
there's only 3.
Wait.
Yeah.
Sure, they don't need another class.
They got
Cleric is practically support and acts like a sub rogue because it has light weapons.
Mm-hmm.
The cleric looks squishy as fuck. Every time I watch
it is. You can make it tanky.
Oh my!
Yeah, you can make it tanky later on.
Oh, about 3 classes.
But compared to the actual weird, it's still weak. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You get a solid 4 or 5. All right.
But compared to the wizard is like the defense is bullshit.
It's literally 2 hits. Like you're dead. But they have so many traps and like misdirection things. So like you can get an ultimate skill that you create a fog.
You told me you can't like an engineer or something? Dude, literally all he does is build barricades and like siege weapons.
That's everybody. Everyone can do that.
You can get perks to help you build things faster and quicker and all that stuff too, and armor sets that have perks built into them like that. It's like they literally stripped like engineer and like rogue, and they just put them with everybody.
After learning that there's only 3 classes, I think like the subclass path is more for like the dedicated player, not casually friendly. I feel like this game is more casually friendly, casually-esque, almost like Battlefield. Right, Battlefield can be casual as fuck, but those dedicated people will get to the subclasses. So I feel like they might need to add like 1 or 2 more classes or so, just like to have like a somewhat variety. Depending on how easy it is to get to the subclasses. You know what I mean?
It's not super easy to get to the subclasses.
See
like
that's more for like the dedicated player than for like a casual.
So look at it this way. The beginning ones are super easy to get to, but the ones that you really, really want, because you can only attach a certain amount of skills to a certain like subclass. So you want to level up and you want to get these other subclasses because it allows you to equip more skills. There was a couple of people that had like the highest level when we were playing in the beta, and they were just complete monsters.
They were. I remember watching like the number 1 wizard on stream once, and I saw it. He used to take it out platoons of people. I was like, oh my god, this feels like it'd be awesome.
Oh yeah, when we get the wizard to max, it was ridiculous.
What I'm saying is that's gonna hurt your like your how you gonna get more people then to play your game?
Oh, here's the thing. Here's the thing we didn't tell you. Here's the thing we didn't tell you though. Here's the thing. Like when you start the game, you start as a base character. Like you have no upgrades. You're just like generic. You can create a higher tier version character that you want, but in order to use that character, you need to have a starting amount of kills. So you start in like a generic warrior. You have no skills at all. You have to at least make 5-10 kills to get to your next tier, which is stronger and better that you created. Or depending on how many skills or the better gear he has, the amount of achievements in order to use that character will be higher. So you will actually have to strive to use your better character.
It's more favored for dedicated players, for casuals.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it was weird because you make like a really strong character, and then you couldn't even play the character when you started. You have to get kills to then unlock your character that you made.
Doesn't help with the longevity of the game. I feel like. Still.
See, and here's the thing: I'm not disagreeing with you at all. You're right, but honestly, from a developing standpoint, I don't know because I don't have that knowledge.
Yeah.
I don't know what they'll do because it's like for the extra class, what would you make? Because the cleric can heal and does some tanking, the warrior does the DPS and some tanking, and the wizard's a wizard. Everybody has long range of some sort. Everybody has close range of some sort. The warriors can also buff. They have grapples and everything. And then the clerics have a speed boost that they can do for the team to help them get places faster. So it's like, what's the extra class you make when you have like perks that help you climb ladders? They help you build more things that you want to build. They can help you, repair things quicker as well. So it's like you kind of just fill in whatever role. I would love another character to come in there because it seems like even when we did the beta, none of this was ever really established. It seems like they might have not really changed much at all from the beta to here. So it's like, what do you think the game could use? Like, what class?
Yeah, in the realm of fantasy, they can pull anything. It'd be kind of cool. You use like a war animal.
Oh, you know, see, I'd be cool
like a war dog, like you just rush towards something, and you're like the skirmisher. You go in there, you attack like a hit and run class. It's like hit and run, you run out, and you run back in. Hilarious. Or like if a goblin riding a wolf. I don't know. I don't know why that popped in my mind, but it did. This game could have some dope ass collabs too. Maybe like a Lord of the Rings collab, or some fantasy shit, dude. Fighting in Mordor or something. I don't know. Little fucking skinsies. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Kind of excited, low key excited. I'm down for like PvP, Battlefield, big strategy games.
I think it's worth.
Yeah, look. How about we do this?
For everybody.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Maybe
like, how about we play one game together, and you'll see for yourself how it works out. If you don't like it, cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be like how you play Battlefront, dude. I'm gonna fucking destroy him. I'm not worried about me. I'm talking about everyone else.
I already said I like
everyone outside of our scope.
To me, it's kind of unique in its own way.
I'm gonna get all those dumpster people, and I'm gonna laugh.
Yo, listen. I think the thing you'll enjoy the most is the fact that there's the Warriors grapple. And they basically just pile drive you into the ground when they grab you. Bro, I had a warrior that was losing against me one time. We were on a bridge. Bro, he tackled me and then pile drived me off the side of a mountain. And since we were going to our death, he just pile drived me straight into hell.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Like all the way down. Just,
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Suicided. I was so impressed. I was like, I hate this. I hate it here.
Yeah, Shinny, I agree with you too. It's going to be more focused on content. Like I feel like that's every game now these days. Like if you want you want like a longevity, like high established multiplayer game, you have to stuff that bitch with content, constant updates.
Oh yeah.
I feel like if you're not making, it's gonna be really difficult for a multiplayer game to like have high success if they don't have like a good content every like month or maybe 2 months or type of thing. Unless that core gameplay is fucking crispy and it's always fun and like replayability is there, it's gonna you gotta lock it down.
Yeah, balancing was hell, by the way. It felt very unbalanced.
Yeah, it was very unbalanced.
Is it unbalanced because of the class, beta. Or is it by like you're just versing people who've been playing this motherfucker since like that wizard.
All
That
of the
motherfucker is
above.
clearly like
All of the above.
that guy.
yeah.
Fucking that's a streamer right there. That dude plays that bitch every day, 8
Oh,
hours.
well,
He's locked
that's
in.
when we played the beta. I don't know how it is right now. I'm pretty sure right now they probably fixed that, but that was really unbalanced. Having like actual major player with newbies and
But
stuff. That was really unbalanced.
You should have like they have like
It's just
smaller
the
game modes, like smaller player count game modes. I think it'd be kind of cool to have like a domination like 4v4 type of thing. Like was it like 4 teams, right, or 3 teams? It's like 4 person a team or like 3 person a team or whatever. It's like a little
I think it was
skirmishes.
4.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it was
to
4.
watch like competitive.
No, it was 5. It was 5.
5 teams? It's like
Yeah.
three, like 3,
5
like
people.
5 teams of 3, and like a competitive area. Oh, dude, that'd be kind of sick to watch. They do like a little dance, like, oh, who's going in first? And then like one person would dive in, and like fucking third party comes in, like, oh fuck, fucking pink lemonade's coming in hot, taking out orange juice. Oh my god, that maze just flipped his wand out and popped all over him. What?
My favorite was when you'd be winning and the other team would actually finally break down the walls to your castle so they could just run in, and it would just be player after player, just like. Just running straight forward, like a whole chain of them, just running straight for your crystal to try to destroy it. They didn't care about any other strategies. They'd have the bare minimum to like protect their castle, but everybody would just keep hammering, trying to get in, and it was hilarious when that team would actually win. Like they only focused on getting your wall down, and then after that, they would just, we got to get to the crystal.
Real objectives.
Oh yeah. Oh, and the cleric can create a portal too. Like Symmetra from Overwatch, they can make a portal that all your teammates can teleport through.
Doesn't the cleric have like a mercy ability too, like a reviser everyone around him? Pretty sure. I think I saw that a couple of times. Or is it like a shield thing? I remember watching streams where like a whole group would go down and they're all like cheering on their friend, and you see like a cleric is running in, and then everyone's back up. Like, what the fuck? He's nuke everyone with health. Like, what happened? And everyone's back up fighting again. Like, oh shit. That was kind of fun. Anyway, did y'all check out that Stray Gods trailer that I put in the Discord? It's a role-playing musical game.
I'm sorry, what?
A musical role-playing game.
Where?
It's called Stray. I'm gonna play this because I didn't actually listen to the music in this game. So I'm gonna put the mute real quick. I was gonna hear this real quick. It's got Troy Baker in it. With kind of like oh. Troy Baker, little Troy.
Bay's language now.
Little Troy. Hey. Let's check this out. I knew that from the get-go. All right, I did it on purpose. I was testing everyone's hearing. All right, making sure everyone's good. All right, go back in.
Did you lose your keys, Fred? I thought you'd be... What the... Calliope?
I'm so sorry.
Grace, you know that you're lost now. You've been given powers you don't understand.
You say you didn't kill Calliope. You have 1 week to prove it. What do I do?
Start singing.
So sorry you had to be here for this. I'm in the dark too as you're hearing this. But someone is dead and I'm losing my head. Like the goat said, this is my time to shine.
It's not a simple matter to kill an idol.
You want answers? Fight for them.
How could you throw that gauntlet at me? Could your heart shrivel any further?
You abandoned me to a terrible fate.
This is not about you. Enough!
True magic is a different and older power. Ready to face the music?
Only you can decide. Lost in a moment, lost in a song.
best friends to the end, right?
Lost in a moment, lost in a song.
I wish I knew where I fit. Surely your life is just beginning.
Lost in a moment,
Very soon,
lost in a moment,
the idols will be no more.
lost in a moment.
Do I realize I had my Spotify going? I'm so sorry.
We just said I knew your mic.
Dude, well, I muted Discord. I heard you for the fucking whoever had their fucking video playing. I heard you, but no one else heard you on the stream. So you know what? Whoever that was, I don't know which one of you did it. I heard the fucking video through your fucking bitch.
I muted my mic.
Okay, this is fucking Anthony. Typical Anthony behavior. All right, lock it in. No, because I can manually mute all y'all on the stream. So I don't know that they can't hear you, but I can still hear you. Bucks, I did. Anyway, so that one caught my attention. Troy Baker, Ashley
good.
Johnson, they went like, oh, bitch, we were killing the singing on the motherfucking Last of Us Part 2. So we lock it in. All right, let's make ourselves a role-playing musical. Also gives me like a Life is Strange vibe, too. So that was very interesting. So.
Yeah, I saw that too. There's no tank, bro.
Ooh.
I was like, who's the tank? I couldn't tell.
I don't know which one was it. Is the one with the black hair or the one with the blonde? Is it the god?
Probably.
I don't get how you play the game, honestly. Like,
it might be like
so,
very like it's so I don't know. I guess
is it like a
strange.
Detroit Become Human thing where it's like choices and all that stuff?
Yeah,
it's RPG. Yeah. So that's why I got like Life is Strange vibes because like you got like choices and you're talking seems like a very big element in what you decide. I thought it was kind of cool that it was a musical, so I don't know, maybe like the lyrics you choose midway through a song would be kind of sick, maybe.
Oh damn! I thought you said it was a rhythm game too.
Maybe I don't know. It didn't show any rhythm stuff. It was more like
that would have been kind of cool
RPGs. Maybe it might be in there. Never seen ever. That'd be kind of cool element, musical rhythm RPG. Something unique. Definitely something that caught my eye. Not only because Troy Baker and Ashley Johnson's in it, but different.
Well, you got two people held into it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah,
I'll take my donations in the form of chocolate milk, please.
Chocolate milk. Chocolate milk.
Like Telltale games, musical. Yeah, I can see that too, Shinny. Yeah, that's definitely one to keep on your radar. Something different, and also I like the cartoon like art vibe from like Hades too, which I kind of like too.
Does anybody else think that character in the beginning like looks familiar? I feel like I've seen somebody that looks almost exactly the same.
Like who, her? Right.
Yeah, she looks like somebody from like
Jessica Jones.
Yeah,
Jessica Jones from the Marvel. For some reason, dark. Maybe it's the black coat. I don't know. Black cloak, the whole black goth. And the Dragon Age things kind of threw me for a loop. I forgot the writers of Dragon Age did this. So
yeah.
The RPG caliber is whoo. The RPG elements unlock with that part. So something cool, something interesting. This is gods. Keep that on the radar.
Gods and music.
Gods and music. Ashfall.
Oh, yeah.
Andy, what's Ashfall?
What?
Ashfall?
Shoot. Ashfall is, well, thing is, it caught me because I used to play a game called Bagris, which is a really tough ass fucking game. It was challenging enough for me, and this like literally just rang bells. So this one is practically you're in the wasteland. It's an RPG-ish game. You're in the wasteland trying to survive. You're making your own caravan and stuff. And well, why don't you put the trailer? Trailer with the package sale better than me.
Oh my god, is that fucking what you call it? That's the thingy, the little thingy, but big and it got horns. The copper capybara. Oh my god,
yeah.
I'm locked in, dude. I'm playing for the mount. That looks so cool.
Ryan can't do
Why
it.
is that not more games? I want that as a belt in every game that I play. Why is that not more games? I want that as a belt in every game. Who the hell's got the
The
stream up?
gameplay looks good
What gameplay? You saw gameplay?
for
Oh.
Ashfall.
Oh, you're ahead of me. Okay. Wait, like what? This right no more. Share my screen with you anyway.
Wow, terrible.
What is it like? Term? Oh. Huh.
It's beautiful
I
looking.
wasn't expecting that. The whole.
I gotta admit though, it reminds me of 76.
It does.
Is
It
it
does.
first person?
Yeah, it does.
I haven't got to the
It does.
gameplay part yet.
It's okay. It's coming. It's coming. We're prefacing it because we want more things to talk about.
Damn, this is what Athlete put in the Discord. I was to let him take the lead on it. Oh damn. It gives me
Oh,
like
he is.
gives me like what do you call it?
Oh, there's no sound. They say.
Try gun vibes. Well, I'm just listening to it. I'm just watching the trailer. Okay, we want sound? We want sound? Okay, sound. I'm gonna Anthony's gonna talk more. Sorry.
No, if I talk more, I'm not gonna hear everything.
Defeat all the monsters and enemies.
What do you think they
Iguana
said?
T-Rex? Oh, third person? Whoa, pause, hold up, wait a minute now, shawty. Went down for some third. It's like running to like Stalker, Metro, third person. Oh baby. Hold up, wait a minute
Right?
now. Hold it up.
Right? And when I heard that, this thing is actually might be multiplayer too, so I'm like, whoa.
It looked like it was in there. Oh my god, this fucking base building!
You make your own base too. Like, it has a whole bunch of like pieces of everything.
Single player, asked Shinny.
Single player? Oh well, fuck. Oh well, never mind. Oh well.
I think she's asking about it.
Oh,
is
just
there
now.
single?
It looks like it's a co-opper. There's like there are multiple people, and it wasn't like really like emphasizing that the other people are like NPCs. So it looks like more like a co-op experience. Almost along the lines of like Stalker or Metro.
I'd play this.
I play with this. Like a little bit of little survival, so you probably go out and scavenge like food and water to keep yourself alive.
Yep.
Like maybe like power building for your base.
Yep.
It's interesting.
Maybe like Trigon vibes too.
Oh yeah,
The
too.
whole
I didn't
desert
think about
and,
that.
like,
No,
you know,
yeah.
What you call it? I fuck with that. You know, fucking 5 gold stars.
Like
Comes out this year at quarter 3.
Yeah, I fuck with this. That's a surprise.
Mhm.
Good job.
They're gonna do a beta in July.
Now the question
So-
is, how is the looting? Looting, and if there is a co-op element, is there like a shared space for like in your base for like friends?
Like so far, I've found very little information about this. I can't really tell you. Like, I think everything that information that's out, like right on the trailer. Essentially, that's all you'll
Oh
find
wait,
out.
oh shit, it says PC and mobile. Oh god, wait.
Wait, what?
It says only
Oh,
their platforms. It
it
says
does
PC
say-
and
it does
mobile
say,
underneath the
yeah.
bottom. Oh,
Yeah, it
baby,
does.
Okay.
Hopefully, it's not bad, but
it's
you never
like,
know. I mean,
If
you
it's
never
coming out
know.
for mobile,
Oh
I
god,
forget. I'm out.
okay. Now you went from 5 star to 1 star.
Terrible, terrible.
How dare you put a mobile game? Everyone says the same thing.
I don't get why mobile gaming is so big for stuff like this.
What was
Like,
it's more like a China's fault. All right, it's Asia's fault. All right, it's all them Asians over there with all their mobile games, giving fucking Genshin Impact and all them fucking mobile games all this money. Now you don't make it on mobile, even if it's a shit game, you still make billions. All right, sick of this. I'm sick of this. All right, you know what? Their fault. I'm blaming it. Everybody's worried about China. Oh, TikTok and shit. No, mobile games. Fuck the TikTok. I don't give a fuck about this fucking
I don't
influencer.
wanna walk
They're
around
fucking
and
up
play
my
games.
games. I don't want a game to auto walks for me and auto farms, AFK. Nah, I want to do it myself. Gonna do a job in the game with yourself with no auto thing. I'll do it. Fuck it. More work. God damn it. Dude.
Yeah, pretty much.
Shut up, Shitty.
Shitty.
You're the part of the problem with the Genshin Impact. you're the reason why this mobile
Play
game.
Genshin
I'm sick of
Impact?
you. Already, that's strike 2, Shitty. On this whole fucking podcast, strike 2, right there. Taking my E3 clout, and now you over there supporting Genshin Impact.
Wait, isn't there a new Genshin one? Like, was it
Dude,
Star Rail or something?
It's something new.
Honkai Star Rail?
I think it's making decent money too. I remember like one of the podcasts I was on too. Was
a
like,
lot of people are
it's
playing
like isn't like the 42 mil right now a week? That's how much it's making or something.
Something like that. I don't know. I just know there's this new game that's like related to it. Same developers and stuff.
So, yeah. So that game was cool. The trailer was cool, but the mobile app. That one. Tempest Rising. What is this? What's this thing? Anthony, you posted a lot of things, right? You got a host.
I didn't post that much. I just posted like 3. That's
I'm
all
just saying, if you post something, you got to talk about it. That's the new rule, right?
Is it?
Yes, it is.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like
if you're a co-host, all right, this means that if you're a co-host, that means I'm not the one only talking.
I was dragged
right?
into this, sir. I was
Mira,
like,
you act like you don't enjoy our podcast. Is that what you're saying right now? Mira, huh? Yeah, it is. Your true colors revealing itself.
I see your true.
Derpie Rising is a new RTS coming out. It's kind of like StarCraft. You build like your own like base, starting with manufacturing, building soldiers. You go around. It's an open world. You take your soldiers around, trying to like find resources and trying to practically invade the enemy bases. But what I saw is like it has really good graphics. Although it is an RTS, it's more fluent. I feel like I want to say more fluent,
or
but
like a Warcraft. Didn't you say StarCraft? Like Warcraft,
kind
you're
of,
building your base,
yeah.
around, or like a Age of Empires. Is that the one? It's Age of Empires.
Yes and no, but the thing is, the characters are I feel like more fleshed out than anything
or
else.
like a Command and Conquer.
Yeah, Command and Conquer feels more better like that. Yeah.
Oh my God! Is the Caribbean? What do you call it from Command and Conquer? The green crystals they had in there. It's a clown fucking good. Yeah,
that's what. Yeah, that's what. Sincerely, that's what came up to my like freaking Command and Conquer. I'm like, oh, this is taking back to my old days. Like shit.
It's kind of wild. Like there was like a period in time where the gaming market was all RTS.
Yeah, I mean it was good, but at the same time, like,
definitely like the PC market. Just gaming, everything was RTS. Civilization, Asian Conquer, no. Age of Empire. Shut up. Age of Empire. Oh God, you're racist. All right. Captain Candy Crush. Okay. Good reset it. Fuck, dude, I lost my train of thought now. StarCraft and Warcraft and all that, like dominating Command and Conquer, dominating the gaming space for like 10+ years, and then it's all just dipped out of non-existence.
And then everything just fell apart.
Yeah,
like,
just dipped out, just disappeared.
Nothing was new. Nothing was like being created. It's like it's not working out, guys.
Dropped off the face of the earth. It's coming. It's like slowly, steadily coming back. But holy shit! Remember watching? I think that's like the first thing that got me watching the esports was like StarCraft 2, and League of Legends at MOG.
Indiana touches the. I don't. The.
I no idea. No ideas. I'm feeling like a cool version of this. Is this the one made by the old StarCraft 2 devs?
I heard it was, but I'm not really sure.
I know they were rumored to making another RTS. I don't know if this is it.
Yeah, I don't think it's this one though. I think it's another one.
That's interesting.
I mean, for someone like at least me or I don't think George is gonna like it. But this is a lot of like wait and sit and wait to see what to do. So I don't think it's gonna be his.
Nah, I'm not willing to try it.
Yeah.
We got some random news. Your random news time? Okay. Futurama, they started doing their next season of Futurama. Anyone enjoying Futurama fans?
I'm surprised they're still gonna bring that back. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah,
like, was this already died? Like, damn.
It's Futurama. It's never bad. Right? What you talking about?
I mean, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, like, if they're gonna finish it off, they should just let it be finished off. Don't bring it back again.
Like Future. It was funny. Like I read like a fact that like most of the writers on Futurama has like 10 PhDs or something like that. Something ridiculous. They got like the most degrees. The writers that went for college for different degrees for what they're actually doing, type of thing. I thought it was funny. Plan Aliens versus Predators again anime, supposedly. Aliens versus Predator.
I
Anime?
don't know how to feel about that. Because, like, I don't know. I mean, who's making the anime though? Because from what I can see, it's Disney. Like Disney's doing
not
this
really.
stuff.
That's kind of weird for Disney to
What?
make something like that. That's kind of weird. Maybe it's something that Disney owns. They're making it.
It makes even less sense then, because then they wouldn't make it at all. Because this freaking Alien vs. Predator is super violent. It's not up their alley.
My own thing is, you ever watch
Maybe it won't be violent. It'll just be all drama.
That Dead Space movie from back in the day?
It was the Queen who sabotaged the freaking Predator's hunts so many years ago.
The Predator hunt so many years. I ever watched that Dead Space movie from a long time ago. It was like a cartoon-esque, anime-esque.
There was like two of them. You gotta be more specific.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. The art style though, and like gore and all that shit.
Yeah.
Get that 100%. If they make that into like a Alien versus Predator type thing, I fuck with it. Maybe like a Tokyo Ghoul level of gore and nastiness.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, if this is actually Disney, I feel like this is either poppycock or
absolute poppycock.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell they're thinking. But this is definitely not Disney material.
To be honest, Shinny said, "Why is Disney even doing anime?" I'm actually surprised they didn't do anime a long time ago. Due to how popular anime is at this point, definitely now in the America region. I'm actually surprised it took them this long to actually delve into that area. Definitely along with
Bye, Faye.
Bye.
With fucking Star Wars Visions, or it's called. I can't remember. So I'm surprised it took them this long to hop in that market.
What is at this point though? Like, what is anime exactly? Because I mean,
it's practically it's just Asian cartoons practically at this point. That's all
Disney
it is.
makes it.
Asian
Is it
cartoon with
Well, you gotta get the American version of anime.
Because that's what I'm saying. Because like,
it's funny because like you say American version of anime, but they're most of the animation and all that stuff is done in the Asian country. Like Avatar, I see that as like an American-esque anime, but it's made by fucking people in Korea or whatever.
Yeah, so. and it's still Asian based and all of this too. So it's like it's still anime, Asian and anime, not American anime.
Damn, I thought Avatar: The Last Airbender was all American.
Oh no, it's not. It's made by a Korean company, or like the animations are. That's one of the things. If you watch Corridor Digital, they were talking about in Corridor Digital one time. So,
you need to write Corridor Digital a letter, and you have to get them to sponsor you or something, or send you some kind of thing.
You're adorable. To think that I'm that big that I can get sponsored like that.
No,
the faith.
You send them. Be like, hey, my name's Osmosis. Huge fan. I want to rep you guys.
Just give me a little payment on the side, no problem.
I've been there since the start, 2003.
Yeah, and they also like you watched the recent Dota anime on Netflix. They were made by the same people who animated Avatar too. So the animations on that are made by the same studio.
Mm-hmm.
They've gone a long way.
I'd argue the only reason anime is even really popular isn't because of like the animations or anything. It's because it's an actual story and it's not just like mindless garbage all the time. You know?
Yeah, it's an actual story. It's not like every episode like some random thing happening and just
it's hand drawn, but it's like it's nice.
Well, I will also say like from the story aspect, I feel like media these days recently are like are tapping into that story that animes have that have been doing it for like 20 plus years, like along the lines of like Game of Thrones and like Squid Games. That storyline's been in anime for decades, but recently it hit the mainstream, and I think people seeing that stuff like might take more of a gamble on the anime shows along the same story arcs and stuff. And that helps to influence. And plus, black culture too. Fuck it. Echoing. God damn it. So yeah, and plus
Yeah.
black culture carries it too. So the black folk like Dragon Ball Z, a little bit of Naruto.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Only because the rise of anime has put the rise of Asian drama shows too nowadays. Yeah,
Oh,
anime
don't even start, bro. Don't even
Asian
start.
culture has been elevated.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
now it's been a complete shift.
I'm curious.
Freaking.
So random shower thought. You think Asian culture's had a recent boom because the impact of World War II is not as strong now?
So
Huh.
like it doesn't affect them like
No, it's
like you're
like
not looking back.
back in World War II, we were fighting, Japan and all that, and boom, boom, big boom, and stuff. Do you think that that affected like the impact of the recent anime on American culture more? And now it's been long enough that everyone's like, oh fuck, Asian culture's fire or whatever. Or am I just like, is that just a random dumbass shower thought I just had?
I feel like it's yes and no on that front. Because here's the thing: the reason why anime is getting so popular right now is because essentially nerd culture itself
Mm-hmm.
has
More accepting, more
become a
accepting.
big boom. Has gotten a big boom.
K-pop.
Mm-hmm.
And who are leading the nerd culture right now? It's literally people who are more open minded, who are
Mm-hmm.
more
Yeah.
accepting of each other,
Yeah.
and they like other people. They want to talk to people. They want to like share story. They want to share culture. While if you like literally put someone who actually was in World War II and you have them actually watching anime, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck is it? Why are you showing me a cartoon for? I'm not a
You
child."
should, dude. My dad's like that right now. What was I trying to show my dad? I think I tried to show him like a fighting anime. I think it was like Kenshin. Yeah, so it was on Netflix. It was like an MMA fighting, almost like along the lines of Mortal Kombat,
Oh,
like
Kenshin
tournament.
Kagura. Kenshin
I think that was it. I was like showing my dad like that. You fucking like this, like that. Look at it, fighting. Dad's like, oh, I don't know. Look at his fucking cartoon, like, there you go, the cartoon. Like, I just started gatekeeping of my fucking 60-year-old dad. Like, how dare you? That was funny. Like,
Yeah, but
also, man.
that's the thing. Like you say, like it's getting a big boom, but it's not really getting big boom. It's just that it's the new generation that's heading the spear right now. It's not the old culture. It's not the old generations. It's the new generations,
Yeah.
and that's what's affecting the popularity of all this stuff.
It's also the generation that actually got to experience that stuff and learn about that stuff. So like I want to say like millennials even that got to experience that stuff that are having kids now and then introducing their kids to that kind of stuff. It's that kind of spread. I'd also go even as far as to say is like K-pop just has really good dances and like the way they do stuff is actually pretty high quality. Um, now this could be a very controversial thing. Do you think that Psy led the opening of the floodgates to people getting into like Korean culture?
Oh, the Gundam style?
Yeah.
Or maybe that one. Maybe it could have been. Yeah, maybe.
I feel
I
like
mean,
Gundam Style
That's
was
another
like the
thing.
it was
first
one
big
of the fun
like
starting ones.
That
Yeah,
I feel like
it was one of the starting ones.
it's like a multi-step thing, right? So you got like Side 2012, 2013, all Gundam style that popped
mm-hmm.
off. Maybe a little bit of quarantine action, a little 2020. We're locked in our
Mm-hmm.
house and some things pop up. What animes come out in 2020 during the quarantine? Maybe that help people because no one has fuck all else to watch. So why not give a little cartoon a try? Maybe that helped. Nerd culture, 100%. It's more accepting now than it's ever been before. Um,
Oh yeah.
Sometimes it's worse to be a jock these days. You know what I mean? Fuck you, jock. You fucking Chad with your muscles and shit. Oh, what you know about that
Um
Naruto? That
I think
Rasengan. The
Jujutsu
Rasengan.
Kaisen was out
Jujutsu
in
Kaisen.
2020.
Demon Slayer. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Then like maybe some characters and like I feel like our girlfriend only watched Jujutsu Kaisen for fucking old blondie eat. Old pretty eyes as she called him. Like where my boy? Where
Blondie?
that? Fucking what's his name? The overpowered guy.
Oh,
Everyone
he
loves
has
him.
white hair.
What I say?
Gojo or Gojo?
Like I'll probably think of white, but I said blonde. Sorry. With
No
pretty
problem.
pretty eyes. Broken ass, bro. To be honest,
Yeah,
he is a great character. I
Tower
love
of
him.
God,
I love
Demon
him
Slayer,
too. Ah,
Jujutsu Kaisen.
I mean,
Demon Slayer
I
and
feel like
Jujutsu Kaisen.
it's like a trickle of everything. So trickle of everything that started like little by little started to make a huge mountain. That's people like were climbing it and they got to the top and they're like, oh, let's make some more. Let's make another mountain out of this.
I guess like Attack on Titan too. That's, it goes along that storyline of like the shock value that you get from like the Game of Thrones twists and whatever the fuck Squid Game twists that people are like, oh my god, I can't believe this story. Like, I mean, that's why Game of Thrones and like Squid Games don't hit as hard as like anime watchers. Like, I thought Squid Games was very fucking mid. Like I've seen this many times before in anime. With all these shock values, the same like the first couple episodes of Game of Thrones. They didn't grasp me like anime, but I've seen all that shit in anime before. So I was like, you know what I mean? So
Also, don't forget Parasite. Parasite was a huge thing when it came out. The movie, like, because
all
I
those
don't think
Oscars or
any other
whatever
like
awards. So winning all those awards too.
Yeah, I don't think there was anything else that was around that was like Korean made or like of that caliber that was getting that much recognition at that time. Because even Shinny here even says that Psy opened it, but as a comedic thing. But then BTS came along that brought the swooning and handsomeness and creative dances to capture the hearts of the younger generation, and I could agree to that. But again, even before that, there was other groups like before that, but it wasn't until like Psy actually came in, and then other people were able to talk about the things that they were into. Like, there's a lot of these things that kind of started. It's like, oh yeah, I kind of like this Gundam style. People were like, hey, I like this group, and I was like, what's this group? Like everything had its own like gate opening. Because I feel like Korean culture specifically is so huge right now. Because before it used to be like mainly like Japanese culture, I want to say. Maybe that's the weeb in me, but that's what I feel like. Because when you think of anime, you always think of Japanese, But there are a lot of Korean animes that are really good. Like Tower of God was a Korean anime, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Tower of God was a Korean anime, and people really liked that, And you could see some of the different art styles in there too. But yeah, it's a culmination of all of these things that have like brought Korean culture to like a forefront right now. And not only that, it is because of the newer generation just kind of like being whoever they want to be and not really letting anybody stop them is why we're able to have so much stuff in like the mainstream media and like all these different Asian culture influences. Because like even alone when you look at like YouTube videos, like I like to watch a lot of Asian like cooking things because I want to learn how to make the food that I like to eat, so I can also stop spending too much money on it and I can have it whenever I want. But it's a culmination of all these things because Asian culture is interesting. Not to say that nobody else's is, but they got some good stuff that you can really appreciate, especially from a storytelling point of view. They got some good ass storytelling shits.
100%. 100,000%. On that note, y'all got anything else you want to talk about? Anything that I missed? Anything that you really need, like?
No, I think we covered pretty much everything. Street
Playing
Fighter beta ends tomorrow.
any cool anything y'all were playing this week that was bangers? Any movies you watched? TV shows?
I finally saw Dungeons and
Anime?
Dragons, and like,
Hey,
okay.
you go to the theater?
No, it came out on Paramount Plus.
Oh, I saw that too. I was like, man, I don't have it, but I'm kind of upset that I don't have it. So I'm not going to pay for it. I got too many. What? Out of 10?
I want to give it an 8 out of 10.
And is it everyone or like is it like a D&D thing? What do you think is appealing to?
Well, look, here's the thing that I was telling you earlier, and Shinny apparently disagrees with me, and so does Karen. I feel like people, it's a good movie. It's a good movie. It got some chuckles out of me. It was interesting. I like how they actually integrated the D&D sources to the T. Well, at least most of them. But I feel like it is also overhyped. If you go everywhere, everyone's saying, "Oh, it's a great movie. It's amazing. It's hilarious." I'm like, yeah, I got some chuckles out of it, but it wasn't that hard.
It was like
And
did they have like D&D references like dice rolls or something, but like not like say like they were like picking a lock and it took them like a couple of times. They were like picking a lock and
no, they didn't do that. No, but they
Is that a
did. They
different
did.
movie? I could have sworn I saw something like that too.
no, because
They
I got
did.
that same feeling from the Amazon thing with the fucking YouTube D&D people roll.
No, what they did it was
Alright,
like the
so
spells and the
dude, my brain's
skills.
fucked today.
They include the descriptions to a T. Like you can only use this kind of spell with doing this, or you can't do it doing. You can't. It has its own restrictions and stuff like that. That they did integrate, but like dice rolling and stuff like that. Like, oh, you only have a chance to do this. No, they didn't say anything like that. It's just like it was a normal adventure story, right? You like chats and this stuff just say, "Oh, it's really highly
Vox Machina,
fortified.
basically.
The chances of surviving is low. That's all."
I
But from there, it's
definitely
like,
had those
hey,
moments when I was watching Vox Machina. But like there were certain moments where he's going through the back while the rest of his family, the rest of the party's going through the front, and he's trying to pick lock and he's fucking failing multiple times or whatever. And I was like, this 100% had to be like a dice roll in their campaign that he just fucked up multiple times on. So I got like, yeah, I see that. So, but 8 out of 10. Would you recommend watching it?
oh yeah, definitely. It's a really good watch. Even if you're not a D&D player, like it is a nice, it's a nice story. Sincerely, it's a good story to watch over. It has a good adventure. It has its action. It has a little bit of drama in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so. See, did they do the thing that I want them to do? Okay, don't say yes or no. Just give me like a random word. Okay, did they like pan out to like a D&D table, like our world, or was it just all in
No.
their world? I
No.
said don't say yes or no, bro. You just spoil the whole fucking thing. All right, can't watch it out, dude.
Because you're asking a question, you're not.
I just said
not,
I literally just
you put in a
it
question.
was a dumb
It's
question. I said
it's
say
an
a random
automatic
word.
response.
I just said say a random word. Does not yes or no. You could have said any other word. Except for 2 words.
It's still
You
going to
failed
be an
that
answer.
test.
No.
You failed that test
Pina
completely.
colada.
See, I would have went with that, and I would try to interpret pina colada if that's a good thing or a bad thing. See,
Beef stew a la mode.
bro, they should have got a guy, dude. I really want that. I want like the whole like D&D fantasy thing just to be like their session,
I haven't had Jeremiah's in a long time. So.
and he just went back to like fucking. Oh, you just talking about food? Are you hungry, bitch? Oh, am I stopping you from eating now?
No, it's time for lunch. Of course, we're hungry. We
Why
need,
did y'all get
need our
food?
meats,
I ain't got
man.
food. I told you if y'all wanted a break or not, and you're like, no, we go all the way through. Right? We're almost
Yeah,
at
and look,
We're basically at the end.
see what happened. We're hungry now. We want to go eat.
I looked out for
Comment
both of
section
you.
asked me one question. Shut up. That's
You
it.
interrupt me
They're
mid
asking
sentence.
everybody.
How dare you?
It was supposed to just be a little side thing, and then you drew all this attention to it.
Yeah,
It's like I
right.
dropped the fork,
100%.
and you're like, "The fuck! I just cleaned the floor, and it's like I got a napkin right now. Shut up."
I'm sick of you. Why you get a napkin? Why didn't you get a wet wipe? I'm sick of you. Where's the wet ones?
You just smear it all around. You gotta wipe it up first, and then you get the residual.
That's why you get the wipe. You don't smear with wet wipes. You smears with wet ones. How are you using wipes?
You just want that beef stew and like alcohol like mixed together.
Shut up. You don't even know what you're talking about. Like what?
I'm just appalled.
What are you on about? I'm appalled at you.
You just pour peroxide on your wound. You don't even like wipe it off first.
I mean,
yeah, right. Fuck
He
it.
was like a
Everyone dies. We're gonna die from these fumes.
Listen,
You never use wet ones. Wet ones are the best, bro. What you mean?
Yeah, they are.
Where you get peroxide from? Are we dyeing hair?
Wait, you use peroxide to dye hair?
What?
Yes, you need. This is about beef stew. You get with the program, Cine.
You know how we go. We go on tangents. You know, we're a yes and group. All right, we don't lock down nothing.
Like we want to say no, but then we're saying
no,
maybe
we
so.
We never say no. we go yes and. We accept
My
what he
brain is
said and
telling
we
me
just take that
no,
shit going.
but
Let
my
it go.
mouth
Let
is
it
telling me
go.
yes.
All right then. Y'all ain't got anything else to say? Any shout outs? Where can we find y'all?
You can find me, Naginata, at youtube.com/Naginata or twitch.tv/Naginata. I'm going to be playing a couple of different multiplayer things. I play a lot of Final
Why you
Fantasy
get so
14.
professional? What the fuck?
And I also like any kind of melee game. I plan on beating Wolong probably sometime this week if I can.
Shivery do.
And then after that, I'm going to go right into what's that game called? Dead Space.
Shivery do. You gonna play
So if you want to see me shit my pants for free, or if you want to pay $5.99 to watch me shit my pants
for free, $5.99 for no ads while shitting pants.
Yeah, then you can come on over to twitch.tv/Naginata and
We're
we can
gonna
be
have
best
bets.
friends.
How many pants does he shit in? We'll switch out every time he does.
Listen, everything's a facade. Every time I'm playing that game, I'm like, God damn it! Why couldn't it just been a
Did
game
you,
where I could just use melee?
Did you finish Wulong or no?
I'm almost done. I'm on the last mission. I was just gonna go back, clean up the submissions, which might take me a few. Might take me a few missions. I'm not gonna bullshit, but I'm literally there. I'm at part 3 or part 4 or whatever, and then after that it just says other. So unless it's just gonna pop open more of them, because from what I'm hearing, Lubu's the last guy, and I'm on a mission where it looks like I'm gonna have to fight Lubu.
I hope that fight's great.
I heard it's crazy.
I hope Lubu's fight's great. I mean, I might tune in for the Lubu because it's fucking Lubu. All right, dude, that's my boy. That's everyone's boy from Dynasty Warriors and all that, dude.
If you're gonna tune in for Lubu, I'm just gonna tell you now. Get ready, strap in. It's gonna probably take me a while. From what everybody's telling me, it's gonna take me a little bit. I only just recently found the weapon that I actually feel comfortable using.
A god among men. All right, why is there not a Lubu anime? I feel like they should. I feel like there is. Is there?
If they do a Lubu anime, they have to do it from childhood to like
they did like
his descent into madness.
You watched the Noganada one? Like it's like Kunishu or something like that. It's like Noganada from when he was a kid. And he grows up to where the man is. Yeah. Is it called Nobunaga? I think it's called something else. It's based on him.
If it's Nobunaga Oda, then yeah, it's Nobunaga.
Yeah, but that's a good anime. A little slow burner. Anthony, you got any shout outs? Anything you're doing this week that maybe you should start streaming or YouTubing?
Nah. I got enough for you guys. I got enough supporting you guys here at Osmosis MC. You can see him playing.
That's my call out. You're taking my.
You can see him playing Starfall.
How dare you take my shout outs?
You can watch
I'm not gonna lie. I
need support for Naginata. You can see me supporting Naginata with his random tangents. Going, oh my god, I didn't
why couldn't you do Angel? Angel Strays? I didn't do Angel. God damn it! What am I supposed to now?
You can see me. You can see me just talking silver and
Shitty does too.
We're streaming all the time, and you can see me just staring at Angels.
That's your job, all right? Angels. Since you don't have any, since you have no shout outs, you shout out Angel, Shinny, and Faye. That's what you do.
Well, I'm just doing that. You're just interrupting me. Oh my god!
Well, you didn't even have that idea until I just told you why you were doing that.
What do you think I'm shouting out you two for, huh? Jesus, it goes down to tier list, okay?
What is a tier list? Oh my god!
Wait, what tier are we?
Relax, I don't want to know what tier I am.
Quick,
that's too much pressure.
Quick, what's the list? We all know Faye's at the top.
Out, right? You're gonna find out.
It's gonna be Faye and then Shinny.
You're gonna find out on our next podcast.
Oh, next time on the Derpie Podcast. Yeah. Well, yeah, my shout outs. Post is big on Twitch, everywhere, on all the socials. This podcast will be up on the YouTubes. I think we should make a Derpie YouTube.
Sure, go for it.
What? What the fuck? I didn't say I'm going to do it.
Clip some content to post
that was a week. You're the editor. I thought, what?
Yeah, I'll edit it and I'll give it to you so you can post it up.
You're done. Don't you fucking lie.
Listen,
you edit and I will post every single one.
I'm looking you in the eyes right now. we both know you're more organized than literally all of us
Well,
here right now.
low
Okay,
key,
so
but-
I'm
but-
gonna
wrong.
need
He's
you
not wrong.
to just
God
do it.
damn
If
it,
you want me to
nigga.
make something, I'll make
I
it.
refuse.
I'm not organized at all. That YouTube channel will fall apart.
Then
Okay?
I was supposed to make it like a group thing, so everyone has access to it, so you can just post whenever. I give it to everyone in.
I'm just gonna
in
post
the Derpie
trash.
channel.
You know.
Oh my god!
Sorry.
I'm a shit post
like
on our
someone
own
in the
channel.
field, like
Shitpost.
just standing there.
Anyway, you can find this podcast on the
14, Final
YouTubes
Fantasy 14.
and I guess Twitch now. Just forget about the first 20 minutes when I was talking to myself, and that was just me monologuing. I was testing my voice for the rest of the podcast, and I'm the one playing this week. Probably Wild Hearts, maybe some more Star Wars because fucking Saiyans' fault. And then I would say I finished Horizon, but I probably completely forget about finishing it. So
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Well, I'm not gonna fucking lie about it, bro. What the fuck?
I mean, honesty is the best policy. Let's be realistic with our time here.
Like, I wanna
you're not
complete
wrong.
it.
You're not wrong.
I still
You're
got
not
loads of other games I need to fucking do that I just put on the side because I want to go kill fucking the whole assisting things took up all my Wild Hearts time. Now I'm just over there just looking at noobs fight things and then two-tapping it. Like, it's great.
wrong. It's great. Oh.
So I'll probably hop, skip around on most days, 5 p.m. EST. 5 or 6, whatever the fuck the time, and on the weekends at 10 a.m. All right, I'd be there and I see all your beautiful faces and all that jazz. This is the House of Oz, the Derpie Podcast. Bye.
Laters.
Sign out music, go!
Oh, we got sign out. What's the sign out music? Oh shit! Oh, music. Pick a song right now. Go.
God damn it, me.
First song. First song
where are you
getting
putting me?
played.
Hold on. I got one.
First song. Type it in chat. I'm not gonna take your voice. If you yell at the song at me, George, I'm not gonna listen to you. I'm typing it. Again. Oh my god, so ready.
Wait. I got it right here.
You put it on the spot. Don't put it on the spot.
There you go.
Coffin, dude. I'm surprised no one actually typed it for you. To be honest, that took a little minute. Coffin nails. MF Doom. RIP.
RIP.
Bye.
Bye.